masayang pagbati na may ngiti sa aking mga labi. Naghahanap ba kayo ng makakatuwang sa pagre-review ng inyong anak? Meron yan sa DepEd. Ang ETUlay online tutorial ay libre at handog ng ating kagawaran sa pangunguna ng OUA ICTS EdTech. Ito ay isang proyektong makatutulong sa mga mag-aaral, katuwang ang mga magulang o kasama sa kani-kanilang tahanan para masagutan at maunawaan ang mga modules. Hangad din ng programang ETUlay ang matulungan ang ating mga guro sa kanilang mga blended learning classes. Ang ating ETUlay ay mula kinder hanggang senior high school. Bukod sa academics, meron din tayong mga special programs gaya ng All is Wellness, Reading and Math Remediation, Storytelling, Mommy Tech Talks, Classes sa Gramatika, Speech Class, Financial Literacy, at marami pang iba. Pinalawig din ng ETUlay ang ating Alive program para sa mga mag-aaral mula grade 1 hanggang grade 3. Gayun din ay mayroon tayong ALS program at SPED tutorials na makasisigurong makakamit ng lahat ang inclusive education. May SPED hotline na rin para sa inyong mga katanungan patungkol sa special education. Kaya, subaybayan mula Lunes hanggang Biyernes, mula 9:00 ng umaga hanggang 7:00 ng gabi ang ating ETUlay. Sa ating pagtutulungan, maiaangat natin ang bawat isa. Ating itutulay ang pagkatuto upang di mapigil ang pag-aaral ng kabataang Pilipino. Itulay natin ito, sulong edukalidad.
Mabuhay! Good day to all! I am your tutor Madge. Welcome to ETUlay, a free online tutorial, an initiative of the Department of Education, Information and Communications Technology Service, Educational Technology Unit, ICTS EdTech. This program is aimed at helping and assisting learners from kindergarten, senior high school, ALS, Alive, and SPED learners. Aside from answering the modules, the ETUlay is offering programs which you will surely look forward to. Together with our parents and teachers, the ETUlay will bridge the gaps where difficulty and ease meet in learning new knowledge and skills. So, let us prepare our modules, pen and paper. Ready your mind to see and hear worthwhile and interesting lessons. Let us now study and learn, together with our volunteer online tutors. Tara na!
A tremendous and terrific Tuesday to all our learners, parents, and teachers from Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. Are you ready for a new English 10 learning adventure? Hold on tight as our ETUlay online tutorial takes you there. I am your tutor guide Juday from Santa Rosa National High School, SDO, Lapu-Lapu City.
It's another remarkable Tuesday, Tutor Guide Juday, ka-ETUlay, and Dear Wanderers. This is your Tutor Guide Rem from Basak Knight High School, Lapu-Lapu City, teaching you virtually yet heartily.
Yes, we are your tutors and at the same time your tour guides for this English 10 learning adventure where you can wonder as you wonder.
That's right, Tutor Guide Juday. Dear Wanderers, welcome to our 3:40 p.m. Tuesday habit.
And hello to our co-tutors from SDO Lapu-Lapu City, headed by Sir Glenny Lapping and Dr. Rubilin Pastrana.
Yes. And we really have to have this special shout out to tutors Fritz and Gwenny for having such a good job during for the 5-day learning camp in SDO Lapu-Lapu City. Congratulations!
Indeed, congratulations. Tutor Guide Ram, do you know that starting today and also our dear wanderers, you have to know that we celebrate the Computer Science Week, the Hour of Code. That's from December 6 to December 10.
Wow! And Tutor Guide Juday. It's 18 days to go before Christmas. I know that everyone is excited, but I would like to know, Tutor Guide Juday, what is Christmas to you?
Tutor Guide Ram, Christmas is about giving and forgiving also. Most especially, it's about love and sharing that love.
That's nice, Tutor
Tutor
Guide
Guide
Juday.
Ram,
For me, yes,
yes.
it has something to do about Christ, Jesus Christ, the very reason of this season. And of course, those people who truly mattered to us. As simple as that. And I know that our wanderers have something to say about Christmas. So may we invite our dear wanderers to leave your answer there at the comment section. What is Christmas to you? As we welcome everyone in this tutorial, right, Tutor Guide Juday?
Yes, Tutor Guide Ram. And of course, Tutor Guide Ram and our dear wanderers, please do share this video. And then when you share, use the hashtags ETUlay Level Up and ETUlay English 10 so more will be reached as we teach.
Yes, yes, yes. And dear wanderers, we really value your thoughts and feedback. So please take a screenshot of this slide. Let me count one, two, three. Paki SS so that you can answer this form. You may either use the QR code or the link. Thank you so much for your feedback.
Yes, stay tuned as we will be revealing to you a few minutes from now our wow or our Wanderer of the Week and our WBO or our Wanderer's Best Outputs. But first, Tutor Guide Ram, let's check who are our top three early bird wanderers. We already have our top one, Tutor Guide Ram.
We have Jamie BE. As far as I remember, Jamie has been consistent in being an early bird.
Yes.
So thank you from Makababy High School. And
Yes.
Tutor Guide Juday
And
next.
and the second, our top two is Julia Salvador Lucas. Good afternoon from grade 10-3, Santa Lucia National High School from Bulacan. And our third or our top three is Kathleen J. Neglisha from Raniag High School. Hello and congratulations, our top three early bird wanderers. And
Welcome.
right now, yes, right now you can see our WBO. So these are our WBO, the Wonders Best Output. So last Tuesday, they were asked to interview their parents, classmates, and friends about their assertion and opinion of a certain issue. Wow, amazing work, dear Wanderers. Congratulations.
Yes, thank you so much, Makababy High School and Santa Lucia High School, for faithfully and joyfully submitting your nice outputs. And let me have this special shout out to your advisors, Ma'am Vilma Santos, Sir Marco, and Sir Ruel. Thank you so much for encouraging our wanderers to participate in this great tutorial. May mabuhay po kayo.
Yes. Thank you so much. Mabuhay po. So our wanderers, Tutor Guide Ram, and yes, Tutor Guide Ram,
And of
we have
course,
very wonderful, yeah, wonderful outputs. They're really improving. Good job, right, Tutor Guide Ram? Hello? Yes. So if you look at our WBO, it's not just about the quality of their work. You can also see the timeliness. And then most of our wanderers submitted their outputs on time. So that's a really an amazing, that's something to really praise. So thank you and congratulations. Also, right now, yes, we have, wow, I hope you can see your names from Santa Lucia National High School. And also, we have it here. I hope you can see. Wow, thank you so much. And also from Makababy High School, thank you so much. Santa Lucia High School once again. To the class advisors, Ma'am Vilma, Sir Marco, and Sir Ruel, once again, thank you so much. And right now, we are about to show our wow or our Wonder of the Week. Congratulations to John Albert C. Moronio from Santa Lucia National High School, grade 10 4. Wow, she got 100 over 100 in the exit quiz, and he shared our video last Tuesday, and he submitted or passed the additional exercise promptly, really right on time. Thank you and great job. Wow, John Albert C. Moronio from grade 10 4 of Santa Lucia National High School with Sir Roel Santos as his advisor. You nailed it. Congratulations. Now, that means you are ready to wander as you wander around English 10 for beautiful learning spots, do treasure hunting, earn challenge passes, souvenirs, and be the wow or the wonder of the week. So let Tutor Guide Ram and I, for sure, Tutor Guide Ram will be back, tour you around. And yes, of course, please don't forget that in today's learning adventure, you will have 5 challenges. Yes, you heard it right. 5 challenges and 20 tokens. And let's have a quick visit to our learning spots in quarter 2. We're done with language of research, campaigns, and advocacies. Also, we are done with connecting ideas and also formulating statement of opinion and assertion. Now, hello to the guide Ram. We are down to
Hello.
our Hi! We are down to our week 4 tutor guide Ram. So again, congratulations to our dear wanderers because you have already finished 3 of our quarter 2 learning spots. Congratulations! And tutor guide Ram.
Hello, Wanderers. For today's tutorial, yes, I'm back. You will be
Yes!
discovering something about argumentative text, modal verbs, and modal adverbs. So be excited to learn about it, dear Wanderers.
Yes, tutor guide Ram. And of course, a big thanks to the module that we are using from SDL Cordillera Administrative Region, the Central Office SLMs. Thank you so much. And yes, Wanderers, please prepare your module paper and your ball pen. I hope you're ready. Or just type to prepare to type our keyboard warriors, right, Tutor Guide Ram? Hello, yes. And now, let's welcome them to our first stop.
Yes, welcome to our first stop for today's learning adventure, dear Wanderers. It's the review time. Last Tuesday, you discovered about assertion. That is a statement of fact, opinion, belief, and prejudice. And you also discovered 4 categories of assertion: fact, opinion, belief, and commonplace assertion. Right, Tutor Guide
Re-
Jedi? And
yes, Tutor
also,
Guide Ram.
you were able to identify which is a fact or an opinion. If it's a fact, it is a verifiable statement that can be proven objectively. And if it's an opinion, it is a non-verifiable statement that cannot be proven objectively.
Yes, Tutor Guide Ram. So we have a fact, which is a verifiable statement that can be proven objectively, and opinion is a personal judgment based on facts that can be debatable and potentially changeable. So that's about fact and opinion. Also, last Tuesday, we learned about belief. A belief is a conviction. Yes, a conviction based on cultural or personal faith, morality, or values. Also, we learned about commonplace assertion. A commonplace assertion is a half baked opinion based on insufficient or unexamined evidence that is often accepted by families, friends, media, and others, making it too common to be questioned about its truthfulness. And yes, we also learned about the 3 categories of opinion statement: truth, value, and policy. Congratulations! Yes, Tutor Guide Ram, are you back?
Yes, so I guess our dear Wanderers Shooter Guide today are ready for our first challenge, which is called Choose the Right Modal. So you are going to properly read the direction, and yes, Shooter Guide Jedi will take number one. Go ahead, Shooter Guide Jedi.
Yes, our directions, you're going to choose the correct modal verb or modal adverb to complete the sentence. So be ready now. Number one, remember, you're in a library. You blank speak loudly. What do you think is the correct model here? Is it A, don't have to, B, mustn't, C, can't, or D, shouldn't have? Let's check your answers. I'll give you 3 seconds and timer starts now. 3 seconds. Remember, you're in a library. You blank speak loudly. Number 1B, according to Julia. All right, time's up. Let's check the correct answer. And yes, wow, we have lots of answers. Letter B. The correct answer is indeed letter B, mustn't. If you're in a library, you mustn't speak loudly. And you have a token for that. Great job. For number 2, Tutor Guide
Number
Ram.
two, don't forget to take an umbrella. It blank rain later. Don't forget to take an umbrella. It blank rain later. Is it A, might, B, can, C, should, D, could? 3 seconds. You can do it. Timer starts now. There you go. The correct answer for number 2, dear wanderers, is letter A, might. Good job, Maria Janelle, Jade, Laika, and Julia, because you got it right.
Congratulations. For number 3, Betty blank be ill. I've just seen her. Again, for number 3, Betty blank be ill. I've just seen her. Is it A, can, B, can't, C, has to, or D, have to? 3 seconds to answer. 3 seconds. I hope we have, yes, the correct answer for number 3. Julia Salvador, congratulations, you're very fast. The correct answer for number 3 is letter B, can't. And you've got a token for that. Great job.
Number 4, I can blank remember the place when I first met her. I can blank remember the place when I first met her. Is it A, obviously, B, exactly, C, easily, or D, possibly? For 1 token, and the 3 second timer start now. You can do it, dear wanderers. My internet connection is not as good as yesterday, but yes, you got it. A lot of our dear wanderers, Shooter Guide Jedi, got the correct answer. The answer for number 4 is letter B, exactly. Good job, dear wanderers. 1 token.
Yes, good job. For number 5, I will blank call you tomorrow. I will blank call you tomorrow. Is it A, definitely, B, obviously, C, exactly, or D, easily? What do you think is the correct answer for number 5? I will blank call you tomorrow. And my timer starts already. And here, what do you think is the correct answer for number 5? Let me I think I have some issues with my PowerPoint. But anyway, yes, for number 5, we have answers. Hannah answered number 5, letter A. Let's check if you have the correct answer. Is it A? Yes, indeed. Great job. Congratulations, Darren, Kizel, and Abby May.
Wow.
Yes, we're done.
Our dear wanderers have 1 challenge passer badge and 5 tokens. So please comment down at the comment section, your tokens. Is it 5 over 5? So congratulations, dear wanderers. Tour Guide Jedi.
Wow, yes, Tutor Guide Ram. That means our wanderers are ready for our quarter 2, week 4 lesson. And yes, our wanderers are expected today to recall about modal verbs and modal adverbs. Also identify modal verbs and adverb modals as language features of an argumentative text. I hope you're ready because we have 3 lessons, Tutor Guide Ram.
That's right, Tutor Guide Jedi. Amazing. So please stay tuned and do not forget to share, tag your friends, classmates, and schoolmates so that more will be reached as we teach. So we have modal verbs, modal adverbs, and argumentative is say using modals. So I'm excited for that.
Yes, Tutor
Challenge
Guide
number
Ram.
2.
So, Yes, let's have our challenge number 2, identify me. Let's first check our prior knowledge about modal verbs. Okay, identify me. Our directions, you're going to identify tutor guide Rem for our directions.
We are
Go.
going to identify the modal verbs found in the sentence. So you do not forget to write the item number with the letter of your answer. Number 1, parents should monitor their children's use of cell phones. Parents should monitor their children's use of cell phones. For 1 token, you can do it. 3 seconds, now begin. I'm excited to read your answer. Okay, not letter, but identify. You just type the modal verb. And
Yes.
the correct answer for number 1 is you got it. Andre, Abby May, Jazz. Actually, a lot of our dear wonders got the correct answer. It is should. That's the modal verb for number 1.
Good job. For number 2. For number 3, students have to make sure that cell phones are used to enhance their learning and not to distract them. Again, for number 2, students have to make sure that cell phones are used to enhance their learning and not to distract them. 3 seconds, identify the modal verbs. What do you think for number 2? All right. Yes, it's have to. Congratulations. Yes, Jade, Laika, and Julia Salvador. Great job. For number 3,
Number
tutor guide
3,
Ram.
what is the modal verb for this sentence?
Yes, tutor guide Ram.
Yes. Good job. Number 3, identify the modal verb. The irresponsible use of phones among children may lead to undesirable results. Yes, so
Yes.
identify which modal verb. Okay, 3 seconds now begin. Time is up. The modal verb for this sentence is may. You got it, Jamie. And Stephanie, congratulations. Number 4, tutor guide Jedi.
Yeah, actually, you only have 3 items for that challenge. Congratulations! You have earned another challenge passer or another challenge passer badge and 3 tokens. Great job!
Congratulations! And the first treasure in our learning adventure for today is modal verbs. They are special verbs which behave irregularly in English. They
Yes, tutor guide Ram?
all right. So I hope that you can still hear me.
You were
Connection
cut
is
a
not
little.
doing well, right? Tutor guide Jedi.
Yes, modal
So
verbs.
you are going to explore more about modal.
Yes, about modal verbs. Again, as what tutor guide Ram said, this is a special verb which behave irregularly in English because they give additional information about the function of the main verb that follows it. So remember, there's a main verb that follows it. And they have a great variety of communicative functions. So I think you're very familiar with the modal verbs. You know this: can, might, have to, should, ought to, could, and may. Yes, that's right. So while waiting for tutor guide Ram, let me run through our lesson 1 about modal verbs. So I'm very sure that you know this. So we have here the modal verbs can or can't and could or couldn't. This is a modal verb which is used to express or to say that someone has or has not a particular ability. Again, the keyword here is ability. For example, Lito can speak Korean language fluently, but he can't speak English fluently. This means that Lito has the ability to speak Korean, but he has no ability to speak English fluently. That's it. And also, we have the second modal verb. The second modal verb is on possibility. For possibility, we have the modal verbs could or might or may, which is used in the present and in the future. This is used to express possibility about the present or the future. We have an example here. It might be raining outside. You should take an umbrella with you. Might here is used to express a possibility that it might rain. Another, I may come and visit you after work. May come. Possibility of coming and visiting. Or another example, it could rain later, so I will bring an umbrella with me. So that's very easy. Again, these modal verbs could, might, or may are used to express possibility. Another one is certainty. All right. So what are the modal verbs that we use for certainty? We have must or must have. Must or must have. These are used to express sureness of a thought or an action. Please take note of the keyword sureness. You're very sure, you're very certain. So must or must have. For example, she speaks 5 dialects, so she must be clever. Wow. She must be clever because she speaks 5 dialects. That's amazing. Another expression for modal verb is advise. For advice, we can use the modal verbs should or ought to or must. These are used again to give an advice. For example, you should tell the truth. This is very important. Wanderers, you should always tell the truth. Sometimes white lies do happen, but well, again, you should tell the truth. That is an advice. Another example, you ought to be punctual. As a student, we have to be punctual. Even if you're already a worker, you have to be punctual. And you must learn good habits. Right, Tutor Guide Ram? Having a
Yes,
good habit is very important.
I
This is
would
a
like to
very good
commend you, Tutor
advice.
today. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Yes, and of course, we also have these examples must or have to. They express obligation, strong obligation to be more specific, dear wanderers. And as what you can see, we have 2 examples here. They must find a solution to the problem. And the next example, you have to be responsible. So, dear wanderers, don't you ever give up. And yes, we have to be responsible in whatever task we are assigned to. Just like, despite the fact that the internet connection is not doing well, but keep going. Right, Sugar Guide Jedi?
Yes. Laban lang, Tour Guide Ram.
Yes, and of course, let's
Yes,
apply
of
what we have
course.
learned about modal verbs. Welcome to our next spot, which is the third challenge called Complete Me. You can have 5 tokens for this. Let's begin.
Yes. For our directions, complete the conversation by using the appropriate phrase below. So we have here the options, the phrases, would that work, couldn't make it, can I have, may I help, would like to book, should work for me, and would you like. So these are the options. Now we are going to complete the conversation. I hope you're ready. Well, let's start with number 1. So this is letter A, speaker 1. Baguio Medical Center, Emma speaking. How blank you? This is very common to their guide Ram. How
Yes.
blank you? What do you think? What is the appropriate phrase that you can use to complete the conversation? Hannah Katrina already have an answer. Let's check if your answer is correct. All right. Yes, we have 3 seconds, and I think you don't need that because you have correct answers. For number 1, Baguio Medical Center, Emma speaking. How may I help you? Very good, Joseph, Zylin, and Ara. Great job. And let's
Number
have number
2.
2.
Good afternoon. I blank an appointment with Dr. Black for next week, preferably on Monday morning. So, what
Sorry.
is the phrase that can complete the sentence? 3 seconds now begin.
Yes, to the
Wow!
guide Ram.
Don't forget to type the item number together with the phrase. Okay, are you
Yeah.
okay, Jedi? For one
I think,
token, correct answers.
yeah, we have
Like
the
to
correct answer.
congratulations, John Leon
Yay!
and Rainiel. May sagot, sabi ni Julia. It's okay lang po. It's not okay.
Yeah.
Good job, dear wonders.
Yes. Actually, Tutor Guide Ram, we're giving them the answer for this exercise. Let's have for number 3. Yes. Bonus po. Bonus Tutor Guide Ram because yeah, here. For number 3, yes. Here, let me check her schedule next week. I'm sorry, I'm afraid she won't be at the clinic on Monday morning, but she has an opening in the afternoon at 3 p.m. Blank for you. And here, our answer, Tutor Guide Ram, is would that work for you, Tutor Guide Ram? We're giving you a bonus because it's Christmas. No, really. No, we have another challenge.
Yes.
Yeah, Tutor Guide Ram. For number 4, I think I have opened a wrong PowerPoint.
Okay, no, I couldn't make it. So I am reading the phrase. No, I couldn't.
Yeah.
I work full time, so it has to be either in the morning or in the evening. What about on Tuesday at 8:30 a.m.? So there you have it. The phrase is, I couldn't make it. Pa-Christmas bonus na namin yan sa inyo, dear wanderers.
Yeah. Couldn't make it.
Good job.
Yes, Tutor Guide. All right. And that means Tutor Guide Ram that they have a token for that. The same with number 5, Tutor Guide Ram. So here for number 5, here, in the conversation, she's busy at that time, but there's an opening at 9:15. And then Speaker B says, great, that should work for me. That should work for me. Is the correct answer. Should work for me to complete the conversation. And yes, you have a token for that, Tutor Guide Ram and dear wanderers. They are going to receive a token. And because of that, Tutor Guide Ram, that means they already have, yes, 3. Remember, we have 5 challenges.
Yes.
Yeah. So down, 3 down.
Yes, congratulations, dear wanderers. Wow, very good. They really took the time to give the phrase. So I think we are now ready for
Yes.
the next lesson. Go ahead, Tutor Guide Juday.
Yes, for our second treasure in our learning adventure, we are down to lesson 2. We still have lesson 3. Yes, here. About modal verbs. I think you're very familiar with modal verbs. For modal verbs, these are used to modify specific verbs that consist of a linking verb, like a verb of being, and sometimes another verb. What are the examples of modal adverbs? We usually or commonly have this, Tutor Guide Ram.
Yes.
Probably, possibly, evidently, certainly, surely, undoubtedly, seriously, clearly, and obviously. These are some of the common modal adverbs. There you have it.
For the examples, we have here 3 sentences. Tutor Guide Juday.
Yes, let's have the examples.
1. I will surely watch the Avengers movie. Next, it will probably rain this afternoon. And number 3, Robin must seriously exert more effort in his studies to pass this final quarter. So as you can see, the modal adverb surely, probably, and seriously modify the verbs watch, rain, and exert respectively. So there you go.
Yes, that's right, Tutor. Right. So those are our examples, Tutor Guide Ram. Now, let's have another thing that our wanderers should also remember. This is about modality. So when we talk about modality, this is used in writing to express how definite you are about something. And please note, please remember that for modality, we have these degrees. We have strong and moderate degree. Strong and moderate. So let's talk about them one by one, Tutor Guide Ram. So for strong, let me tell you about being having this strong degree of modality. This uses the adverbs that's we usually use, like always, okay, never, evidently, surely, seriously, and undoubtedly. For example, people should always wash their hands before eating. That is a strong degree of modality, always. And you will never graduate if you will not study
Yeah.
hard. Dear Wanderers, you have to study hard so that you can graduate. Right, Tutor Guide
And
Ram?
the next, sure thing. And the next degree of modality is moderate. This is being used often, rarely, usually, sometimes, frequently, and occasionally. So we have here, dear wonders, two examples. One, Mary rarely goes out to party. And the next sentence, Arnold often takes a bath. So these are examples of modal or modality that express moderate, okay, express of function as modality in the sentence. So that's it, rarely and often. I hope you can still hear me. All right.
Yes, Tutor Guide Ram. I can still hear you. And please also note that there are some adverbs that can be used to describe how likely something will happen. How likely something will happen. So these are called adverbs of possibility. Adverbs of possibility. What are the most common adverbs of possibility? We have certainly, possibly, probably, definitely, obviously, clearly, maybe, and perhaps. So this is another thing that you have to remember, dear wanderers, about the adverbs of possibility. That means, Tutor Guide Ram, let's go to challenge number 4.
It is called choose the suitable. So you are going to complete the sentences using the modal adverbs. All right, so I know that you can do this, dear wanderers. So we have here options definitely, certainly, clearly, precisely, absolutely, and surely. Now let me have number one for one token in 3 seconds. If we will win next week's game, we will blank be a finalist. 3 seconds now begin. For one token, I know you can do it. Wow, we have answers from Julia. Mm-hmm.
Yes,
All
Tutor Guide
right.
Ram.
Answer is it begins with letter S. Surely. All right.
Yes.
So number one is surely.
Yes. Tutor Guide Ram, we have to also remind our dear wanderers that in this exercise, there could have multiple answers. They could have multiple answers in this challenge. But again, we are going to use the most suitable modal
Yes.
adverb to complete our sentence. Great job. For number 1,
Yes.
it's Shirley, and you have a token for that. For number 2, Tutor Guide Ram, I have clicked it already. It's definitely our teacher will arrive before the Google Classroom starts. Uh-huh. So we have here definitely our teacher will arrive before the Google Classroom starts. Why am I giving the correct answer? Because this is bonus. We still have one lesson to go before we end Tutor Guide Ram. And we're almost over time. All right, Tutor Guide Ram. Again, we're number 2. Definitely, our teacher will arrive before the Google Classroom starts. That's for number 2. Let's go to number 3, Tutor Guide Ram.
Joey
Okay.
Blank made a big difference to the success of the class. So what is the most suitable modal adverb for this? 3 seconds now begin.
Actually, Tutor Guide Ram, we
Wow, you
have
can do
revealed
it,
the
dear wanderers. For
answer.
one token, time is up. The correct modal adverb, the most suitable, let me just specify that one, is clearly. Congratulations, dear wanderers.
Yes, and they have a token for that, Tutor Guide Ram. Let's
Are you
now
done with
have
number three?
yes. Yes, Tutor Guide Ram, they have already 4 badges and 3 tokens. Meaning, we have 5 challenges, 4 down. We have last one challenge before our time ends. And we have 1 lesson to go, Tutor Guide Ram. This is on argumentative essay. Tutor Guide Ram. Hello.
Yes, yes, yes. All right, so what is this? So this is a type of essay that presents arguments about both sides of an issue. Usually, this is written in the 5 paragraph structure, the introduction, 2 to 3 body paragraphs, and conclusion. So, dear wonders, logically, each of those 3 sections will have a unique structure. So, understanding them on an individual level will help ensure a smooth writing process. Right, Tutor Guide Jedi?
Yes, and also in an argumentative essay tutor guide RAM, we use modal verbs and modal adverbs. That is used to prove a position or an argument. Again, modal verbs and modal adverbs are used in writing argumentative text to prove a position or an argument. And also, tutor guide RAM. Hello? We have the modals and tones. Okay, modals and tones. We use modals to soften our verbs. Like, let's say, for example, here, the president must change his policy. If you noticed, we have here must. Must is a too strong tone. So you can change that must into something else. You can say, the president should change his policy. Right? So again, we're going to change must into something less stronger, okay, for our tone to make it sound a little not too strong or moderate. You can just say the president should change his policy. And also, please note that we have hints here in controlling the tone, your tone with the models. So, what are some of the hints that you have to remember in controlling the tone with the models? We have here, you can use like, if you want a strong models to help you as a writer to assert main points, you can use must, had never, or had better, ought to, and should. And if you want to have weaker modals, like if you just want to acknowledge your opposing point, then you can use may, might, could, can, and would. Again, please remember that controlling your tone is very important, especially with models in asserting a point and acknowledging an opposing point. Please remember that. So from strong models, we use that to sound stronger, especially if you have an opinion and you want your opinion to sound stronger. So you can use the strong modals. Also, you can use weak modals to make opposing views sound weaker. Yeah, to make them sound weaker. So you can use weak models. I have already presented to you some of the examples for the strong models and weak models. Hi, Tutor Guide Rem. So now, let's have our challenge number 5, Tutor Guide Rem. Hello? Are you back? Yes, Tutor Guide Rem. For challenge number 5, it is titled or named Strength of a Claim.
Strength of a claim. Yes, Tutor Guide Jedi.
Yes. Okay, you're back.
Thank you for that. Thank you so much, Tutor Guide Jedi. So, yes, we have here the directions. All you have to do, dear wonders, is to arrange the sentences by writing the numbers 1, 2, 3 on the blank to indicate how strong the claim. So, all you have to do is to just type the item number. No, type the number, either 1, 2, or 3, with the letter. For example, we have letter A. So you are going to type at the comment section what number, how strong the claim. 3 as the strongest and 1 as the weakest. So let me read to you letter A. For 5 seconds, these may be the case where there has been a separation order, a decree nisi for divorce, a non-molestation order, or a separation agreement between the parties. 5 seconds now begin. All right, so let's have here some comments for letter A. Is it 1, 2, or 3? The correct answer is, yes, Tutor Guide Jedi, it's number 2. It's not the strongest, it's neither the strongest nor the weakest. It's just moderate, number 2. We're down to letter B.
Yes, Tutor Guide Rem. Let's read. Hello, Tutor Guide Rem. Oh, you're there. So I think our wonders are able to get the the instructions, right? When we have answers already from Rainiel and um, yes, we have answers already to the guide RAM. Can I reveal one,
Yes.
two, three to the guide RAM?
Yes,
So the
they
number one.
have already arranged
Yes,
from
right.
strongest to weakest. So
Yes, very
it's
good.
actually 2-1-3. All right.
Yes,
So
let's check
great,
if Rainiel
congratulations.
and Loren are correct. So number one, the strongest, the weakest. Three is the strongest, right? So again, three is the strongest. So let's have the weakest. The weakest is B.
B,
And Lorena
yes.
is correct. B1. And then we have 2A. Wow. Kersha is correct. And the strongest is number 3. C. 3C. Hello. Right.
Right.
Congratulations.
Natalie and
Congratulations, dear
Clemente
Wanderers.
Paroli, 2-1-3. Yes.
Yes, 213.
Perfect.
Wow, great job. That means Tutor Guide Ram that they have completed. Yes, they have completed our challenges. Wow, great job.
You
Congratulations.
have
They have,
challenge packages and
yes,
a
5
lot of
challenge
tokens.
passes and
20 tokens.
20.
Awesome.
Wow. Wow! Kindly total all the number of tokens that you got from challenge 1 to number 5. So see, we're giving you a bonus because we have 5 challenges and you were able to get it. Great job! Now, dear wanderers, please remember, we are now on our generalization part. Please remember that modal verbs give additional information about the function of the main verb. Right? And especially to the main verb that follows it. Modal verbs also have a great variety of communicative functions. Remember about the ability, possibility, about advice, and yes, please study them because we have an exit quiz later and they will come out in our test. Please remember that. And Tutor Guide RAM, modality.
You also have to remember that modality is used in writing to express how definite you are about something. And of course, the adverbs of possibility can be used to describe how likely something will happen. And yes,
Yes, and Tutor Guide RAM, they have also to remember that as writers, we should be aware of the tone of our modals. Remember? The tone is very important. Okay, good writers are always aware of how their arguments sound. If you are a good writer, you have to be aware of how your arguments sound. So be careful, be very aware on the tone of your modals. And to sum up what we have learned
yes.
today, in lesson 1, we talked about modal verbs, lesson 2 about modal adverbs, and lesson 3 about argumentative essay using modals.
You have discovered something about modal verbs, which is to express ability, possibility, certainty, advice, or obligation. So please remember that, tutor.
Yes, Tutor Guide
Yes,
Ram, we have to
please remember that,
acknowledge.
dear wanderers. What
Yes, Tutor
happened?
Guide Ram, we have yes, we have students from Quirino National High School, Quirino District, Grade 10 Zeus. Hello, students from Quirino National High School. I hope you are going to submit or you will submit our souvenir later that we will present. Yes, also today we have learned about modal adverbs. Modal adverbs are used to modify specific verbs that consist of a linking verb and sometimes another verb. Also today we have learned about Tutor Guide RAM.
You have also discovered about a type of essay that presents arguments about both sides of an issue. That's an argumentative essay. And they are usually written in this 5 paragraph structure, the introduction, 2 to 3 body paragraphs, and yes, conclusion.
Yes,
And
please
for
don't
our
forget.
souvenir, children,
Yes, this is our souvenir. I hope our students from Quirino National High School will also submit Santa Lucia National High School and Macabebe High School. Wow. Here, in our first additional exercise, you're going to write pro and con statements. Our directions, please take a screenshot of this dialogue. So we have a dialogue between two friends. You're going to complete the dialogue by supplying the correct modal verb or modal adverb. So 3. I'll count 3. Please take a screenshot. 3, 2, 1. And if you're done taking your screenshot, SS, then SSD to the guide RAM.
All right. So, yes, and please do answer this exit quiz. You may either use the QR code, scan it, or just type this link and another time to SS this one in one, two, three. SSD. Thank you so much, dear Wanderers.
Yes, great job, and Tutor Guide Ram. We are very grateful to our references for today's learning adventure. Thank you, Canva and Cambridge, for our references for today's session. And
Aside from the fact that we would like you to answer the exit quiz, the feedback form for this specific tutorial that is today, we also would like to have you, dear Wonders, to answer this ETUlay feedback form so that we would really improve how to really teach you well. So thank you so much for answering this one. And these are your English high school tutor guides with Ma'am May Sevilla, the program head. We would like to invite you, dear Wanderers, to share all the video lessons from grade 7, grade 8, grade 9, and this one, so more will be reached as we teach.
yes, dear Wanderers, we hope that you have had another wonderful learning adventure. So this has been your tutor guide, Jedi, reminding you all to be judicious in using modal verbs and modal adverbs when writing your argumentative texts.
And I am your tutor guide, Ram, teaching you virtually about argumentative text, modal verbs, and modal adverbs, yet heartily and despite the fact that I am having a bad connection today. But yes, thank you so much for tuning in. Let us say bye for today to say hi next Tuesday.
Yes, Merry Christmas, everyone. We hope you enjoyed our bonus. See you next Tuesday.
God loves you so much.
Ang husay naman! Natapos mo ang iyong tutorial session kasama ang iyong mahusay na ETUlay tutor. May bago ka bang natutuhan? I-share na yan gamit ang hashtag ETUlay Level Up. Huwag aalis ha dahil may susunod pang programa na pwede mo ring panoorin at salihan dahil naghihintay na ang iyong mga tutors. Happy learning dito sa ETUlay!